But single family, half-acre lots, we do not need this. It would absolutely destroy the small town feel that all of us here like. This is also one of the last largest pieces of property that is in this city. It's going to impact the wildlife. It's very nice that I can wake up in the morning, drive down this street, and I see deer and geese and turkey running in the neighborhood, running through my neighborhood, and all that's going to disappear once you build roads, houses, apartments, packed in. I don't need another Louisville or another Corinth where you don't have that anymore. It's been destroyed. None of the neighbors here want this. I feel like one person made a mistake in their investments, and again, they're asking the city to bail them out. This property can be developed better than what is on this plan. This is the first I heard about this. I was stunned, and it's up to the council members to follow what the citizens want, and they don't seem to want this. I appreciate your time and trouble, and I reflect what everybody here says. They don't want this. I don't want this. It's not going to do Hickory Creek any good. You're not even able to annex the property. So how do you gain here? A better idea can be found, and I hope y'all find it. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. Ron Bartz.
Good evening. My name is Rhonda Garris. I live at 209 Deer Path Road in Goldfield Estates at Hickory Creek. Reiterating what everyone has said tonight is redundant. Won't do that. I do have some questions as a relative new resident. I've been in Hickory Creek now just over 3 years. So in trying to research and get some additional information on this, I did go to the Hickory Town website and did review the archives for the On the Lake and how the comprehensive plan was originally designed. And it seems that the mixed use was supposed to be on this side of town near 35. It appears that this migration takes it completely off of the scope of where the comprehensive plan was before. And I'd like an explanation or an understanding of why multifamily there now seems to make more sense than closer to the interstate. Thank you.
Thanks. Dr. Yarbrough.
I'm Mark Land. I live at 1166 Sycamore Bend Road. I'm actually not in the city of Hickory Creek. I'm in the ETJ, but I definitely oppose it. Thank you.
Connie Graham.
Hello, my name is Connie Brown. I live on 298 Mount Drive. This is the first time I ever heard about it. I wish I heard more before I got home. I just came from vacation, found out that we got new lands going to be built, and I'm against it. That's all I want to know.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Tim Smith.
Smith, 1162 Sycamore Bend Road. I guess my concern is y'all look at the drainage issues. I know now you get a big rain, every little road floods. You put all those rooftops and stuff in there. I know that's going to get a lot worse. Where the water goes, that is a big concern for me. Also, just on D5 on the agenda item, it says 256 acre tract of land in the ETJ. I know the Goldfields have 256 acres. I don't know where all of it
owner Peters.
Ellen Peters, 406 Harbor Lane. I put my name down so I could talk when we get further along. I just agree with everything that's been said this evening. Thank you.
We'll go ahead and close the visual citizens forum and move on to regular scheduled business items. Close item E5. Consider an act on the development agreement between the town of Hickory Creek and the Acre LP pertaining to a 256-acre tract of land in ETJ of the town of Hickory Creek. Let me, before we get started on this, let me kind of just outline some of the issues and some of the things that have come up on this property. Because look at the audience, this is probably the most packed hall we've had in probably 3 or 4 years on an item. And this will be the 4th time we've met on this item. We started being on this item back in June. This is the 4th meeting time. There's been no executive sessions held on this particular item. All the information has been held out in public. You know, for those of you that cover the council meetings or go to the website and see when the meetings are posted, all of them have been posted. Everything's been posted out on the front door out there when we've had these meetings. This will be number 4 meeting that we've held. I'm glad everybody's here to listen to what's going on because there's a lot of confusion out there. I think there were some things passed out and kind of got people thinking and want to come and see what's going on. But I was thinking about this today. There's some items I want to go through to make sure everybody understands before we have Mr. Goldfield's attorney come up and do some presentation on the item and so forth to make sure everybody understands what's going on. Right now, on the north side of the property, this is considered ETJ on the Goldfield residence. The town of Hickory Creek collects no tax revenue at all, 0. In the future, if this property sold and the next owner decided not to bring it into the town, it would still be 0 for the town of Hickory Creek. All right? 0 money comes in for taxes. 0 money comes in for any kind of revenue in sales tax or anything. No impact at all on our budget for that piece. The issue was brought up about our master plan and so forth. And why is the mixed use moved from this way over here? So I can't really answer questions.
Can you raise your mic up? We can't hear what you're saying.
Let me see if I can get it over here better. The question was issued regarding the master plan. And the master plan, why was the focus 2 years ago when we put this master plan together on this side of the road with brownstones, potential townhomes, those kinds of things? We couldn't necessarily plan a big plan on this side of the road because all that property located over is ETJ. So we can't plan and put into a master plan something we have no control over. All right? No control over land that is in the ETJ. Period. No control at all. All right? Today we get nothing. Tomorrow we can get nothing. All right? The Goldfields have graciously come to us and said, you know what? We're thinking about selling this property. We've been trying to sell this property for a while. We've got the potential to sell this to developers in the future, tomorrow, today, I don't know when. But here's what's going to make the deal sweeter for the developer. We still have no control over the property. 0 control. We collect 0 taxing on the property. The property, the majority of it's ag exempt. All right? The south side of the property is in the town city limits. That is zoned SF2, SF3, a mixture over there. All right? Not the smaller lots, not multifamily, not any of those. The property on the other side of Turbyville is what they would like to see zone a lot of multifamily. And it is a lot of multifamily. All right? Again, we have no control. If somebody bought that property tomorrow, somebody could walk in and put 1,000 mobile homes over there. They could put apartment complexes next to Turbyville Road that are 4 stories high. We would have no control. We collect no tax revenue. 0.
But no permit.
That's it. You know, we can't do anything about that at all. All right? They've come to us and said, Town of Hickory Creek, council members, here's what we're proposing. The Goldfields have done a lot for the community over the years. They open up their house to raise money for the library. They give to our policemen and our police force. They give to the animal shelter. They do a lot of things for the town. A lot of things people don't know about. They do. They've come to us and said, Town, here's what we're thinking about doing because we want to move this property and we want to make it move faster and for developers to come in and do something with it. This district that they want to put in place does have to be approved by the city council, all right? Lance, I want you to correct me if I say something going through the list.
You did mention about zoning on the property, Mayor. We actually don't have any zoning control whatsoever. Even by this agreement, if we did enter into it, it wouldn't zone the property. This agreement wouldn't necessarily zone the property, but it would impose a development plan on the property, which would be similar to zoning.
Let me go through, if you mind, Councilman Clark, and then we'll go on to that discussion to answer, to go around house up here on the horseshoe. With this plan that they're putting in place, they first come to us and said, you know what, we'll take 10 acres of that property over there and we'll put it into commercial. Off of that commercial, we will let the town collect 50% of the sales tax. They didn't have to do it. At the last meeting, they came back to us and said, we're willing to add 10 more acres and make it 20 acres. Because if we get a big anchor in over here, we gotta have the room. And if we ask for this now with the 20 acres, if we decide to sell this property to the next developer, then 20 acres is going to be in this agreement. 50% of the sales tax revenue would then go through the town of that 20 acres, right? Understand this, they don't have to do anything at all. Some of the questions that come up in the last 3 meetings were things that we are asking for them in this special district. And it is a special district. Somebody mentioned some of these have failed. Some of them have failed. We've tried to do our due diligence for the citizens in contacting people from Lantana, which is a special district. Castle Hills and Carrollton is a special district. Providence is a special district. Savannah is a special district. They seem to be all working pretty good. Now, there are some failures out there. We've tried to do our homework on all of those. All right? I want to make sure everybody understands that. We've all done our own individual homework. Some of the things we've asked for, let me just tell you what we've asked for so you can see what we're going with this. And all they got to do is tell us no. And they can just turn away, walk away and say, town, we don't need you in this deal because this is ETJ. We can let the next buyer decide what they want to do with this property over there. Maybe they want to put 100 fireworks stands over there. Maybe they want to put restaurants that aren't to be governed by the town of Hickory Creek. I don't know. But along with the sales tax revenue, we asked them to ideally enlarge the water and sewer line infrastructure. And the reason we did that, because we knew that the Harbor Grove residents didn't have adequate fire protection. And down the road, this would give us the chance and the opportunity to have bigger lines to flow the water down Harbor Grove that needs to be there for the fire. And for the plans that I've been brought upon, that's not in the plan right now. Right now, it's to redo the lines over there with no fire hydrants at all. So we've asked them for that. They granted us that. As far as Turbyville Road, we've had, that's a big one right there, Turbyville Road. With the expansion of Park Ridge, Turbyville Road has been on the forefront of this council because of the amount of traffic that's going to come down. It's going to bypass Swisher and jump on Turbyville Road. Turbyville Road will be part of this plan in this district. If this district goes through, money will be allocated towards Turbyville Road because they're going to need that expansion too. And they're going to need to improve it for their district because they're not just going to all leave and go out on Swisher. They may go down Turbyville Road. So we've asked that Turbyville Road be in this district as well. The portion that borders the property on the ETJ. That borders the property on the ETJ. All right? As of today, we've had zero money from the Commissioner's Court given to us, promised to us on improving Turbyville Road. None. None at all. So this is a high priority for us because that road could be in trouble. But we're going to go ahead and expand Park Ridge to 3 lanes and do that. So not a good thing.